Hi, in this video, I will cover a very requested feature called wait and trade and how you can use wait and trade in order to build your strategies on Tradetron. So before I show you how do you build a wait and trade strategy, let me walk you through what exactly we are building. So our first thing that we will do is that at 9:15 we will want to check what is the instrument that is ATM on call and put. After that, we will capture the ATM instrument's name uh, based on that, and then we will capture the price of that instrument, and then we will capture what was the strike of that particular instrument. How you are supposed to do that is something I will show you in around 2 minutes. After that, we will build a logic where, let's say, if that instrument which was ATM at 9:15, once it falls by, let's say, 10% from the price that it was at 9:15, in that case I will take a short trade in that particular instrument, and then I will have a leg-wise TSL on that thing. So this will be more like a strategy creation video. So do bear with me if in case it gets too long. Um, in order to generate a variable, you will see that there's something called initialize variables. So initialize variables will basically make your variable name, and it will you can assign a value to that particular variable. So I'll just give my name as CE because I want to capture the call instrument. So I'll put my instrument name keyword out here, and in my instrument name, I'll select the instrument which is NFO Nifty 50. I'll select current week out here, call, and I'll select ATM. And this is my instrument name that is ready. Now I will close this and I will save this. Similarly, I will add a PE, so my instrument name for put. Again, I'll add my instrument name, which will be NFO Nifty 50. I'll use current week, I'll use put, and I will again select ATM. Now through these two variables that I have built my call instrument and my put instrument. But now I also need the price at which they were trading at. So I'll just call it CE underscore price. So in order to build my CE price, I'll just use LTP, and I will select instrument name, and in your I'll select NFO 50, current week, call, and ATM again. This way, I will basically fetch the LTP of that particular instrument, which was ATM at 9:15 in the morning. I will save this. Similarly, I'll copy this and I will paste this, and I will call this PE price. So again, I will do the same thing. I'll use LTP, and in LTP, I'll select instrument name. I'll select NFO Nifty 50 and current week, put, and ATM. Uh, Doing this again, it will save my instrument, which was the price of that instrument. So these are the instrument names. These are the instrument prices. Now I finally want the strike. So I'll just again call it CE underscore strike, and I will now round that particular LTP. So I want I want trades in Nifty, so I'll basically round it to the nearest 50. If you're using Bank Nifty, you can always round it to the nearest 100. So I'll again select Nifty, and I'll select the spot of Nifty. So basically, I want to see what is the ATM based on futures. So I'll select current month, okay, and I will submit. Now I will close this. I will save it as CE strike. Now I will again copy this and paste it. Now I want the put strike. Actually, the strike will be the same, but just in case you have a different logic, you can you can use you can build a second variable if you need. Again, I'll have my base as 50. Instrument name will be NFO Nifty 50, and I'll select futures. So I'll select current month and OK. Through this, I have got 6 different variables: the call instrument, the put instrument, the call instrument price, the call instrument strike, the put instrument price, and the put instrument strike. Now, after building all these variables, I will close this initialize variable. So what this initialize variable does is that at 9:15, it will basically make all these variables that I have requested for. After doing this, my entry and exit and all of that will be checked. So now that I have built my variables, I will now have to fetch these variables. In order to fetch the variables, I'll just add a entry condition. Um, my entry condition will first be that my time has to be more than 9:20 because I want to take a trade only after 9:20. So time is more than 9:20. After doing this, I will make sure that I will use a position detail keyword. So position detail is basically in order to make sure that I don't take multiple trades. I want only one trade in that one particular day. So I'll select position detail with Nifty, and I am basically looking at a call instrument. So I want one trade in call instrument. So entry call for one trade in a call instrument, um, and I will select equal to number, and then it will be 0. Now I want to fetch the LTP of the instrument that was ATM at the time of 9:15. So I will select LTP, and out here I'll select get runtime, and using get runtime I will fetch that instrument which was the call instrument. Now I will check if the call instrument has fallen by 10% from the price that it was at 9:15. So since I had already generated a variable for the price called CE underscore price, I will just make use a get runtime keyword, and I will use CE underscore price in order to fetch that particular variable. So this is a very important step. You are using LTP of get runtime CE. So CE is the instrument, and then you are using get runtime, and you are inserting the CE underscore price, which was the variable you had originally made earlier. So using this condition, you are basically figuring out the LTP. LTP of what? The instrument that we had previously built using CE as the variable, and then you are using get runtime keyword. And in get runtime keyword, you are basically getting the price of that particular CE instrument through the keyword CE underscore price. Now you need to make sure that these get runtime keywords are case and space sensitive. So if you make a mistake in terms of adding an extra space, or you change the case of the letters, small caps to big caps and so on, in that case this will not work. So you need to make sure that you are using the right case and space. And then I'm multiplying this by 0.9. This is basically to check that the price falls by 10% from the price that it was at 9:15. So now I will submit this, and I will close my condition builder. Now I want to take a sell trade at this point. So I'll select NFO, sell, and I'll select call, Nifty. My strike will be FX, and in FX I will select get runtime. Again my get runtime, so that I can get the strike which it was at 9:15. So I'll select CE underscore strike, which was my keyword that I had used, and now I will submit it. Now I will close this, and instead of current month I'll select current week. Quantity will be lots and will be 1. Now I will add this. So after doing this, I will now add a trailing stop loss. So in order to add a trailing stop loss, I will just select my keyword TSL. Using TSL, I now want to fetch the traded instrument that was the sell leg in Nifty. Set 1, condition 1, leg 1, and I want a TSL in points percentage you can choose. We also have a more detailed video on this that you can check. After that, I will submit this and I will close this. Now I will do the similar thing for put. Only my variables will be slightly different. So I will copy this and I will paste it out here, and I will edit this. So after editing, like I will change my position detail. Position detail will be put because I'm looking at the put instrument, and my LTP will be PE because I'm looking at the put instrument. And instead of get runtime CE price, I will select PE price, and I'll select OK. When this PE price falls by, let's say, 10% is what my logic is. And after that, I will copy my call leg, and I will paste it here just to save some time. And I will select my instrument as put 50/50, and I'll select current week out here. And in strike effects, just like I had selected CE strike, now I will select PE strike, and I will submit, and I will close this. I will update my strategy, and again I will copy my exit condition builder and paste it out here. I need to remember that my TSL, I have to change the set number because this is set number 2. I will submit this, and I will close this. After this, I can have a universal exit as time greater than or equal to number in 20. So this will basically square off everything at 320. And this is how I will build my strategy for a wait and trade. So this is an excellent new addition in my opinion, and I will update this strategy. One thing you need to take care of is that when you have any strategy that is a wait and trade strategy, it is very much possible that at that your variables are built, your initialize variables happen, but your entry condition doesn't come true. In that case, the variables will not be killed or purged after that particular day ends. If you need the variables to be remade, so the variables have to be reinitialized. In that case, the strategy must exit. So in order to exit a strategy, let's say you are on the deployed page. Um, and on the deployed page, let's say you have this particular strategy deployed. So if you want to exit it, you will first have to go to the three dots, and you will have to pause it. Once you pause it, you will get an option to exit. So after this, let's say on a Monday that trade did not happen, and now you need to take a trade on, let's say, Tuesday, and you have to make your variables fresh for the Tuesday. In that case, you will now have to go to like pause the strategy, then exit it. After exiting it, the status of the strategy will change to exited, and now that it has changed to exited, it will restart again with fresh variables from the next day onwards. So this only has to be done if your trades have not been executed. If you have trades executed and the universal exit gets taken, in that case you don't need to do anything. So this is about the feature. If you have any questions, or if you have any suggestions, or new feature addition requests, we would definitely love to hear from you. You can drop us a mail at support@Tradetron.tech, or even drop in a message on the comments here. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice day.